discovered string instruments. And then they picked up a seashell by the seashore. Sally picked up, Sally, she sees seashells by the seashore. Right, there you go. And then they blew through it and went, woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Right? And then as we go through history, then they started discovering more and more different instruments, and all the different instruments were to create different sounds. Then when they developed the orchestra, what happened is that composers started putting the orchestra together in different combinations, like maybe the flute with the cello, and to see what sound that would make and see if that was different. Or maybe playing the oboe with the violins and what kind of sound would that make. But basically, it's all about tone color. So what I've discovered and what the way that works for me for helping your children is to get them to use that big word. Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Because from imagination comes all new knowledge. I have to think of something. I wonder if I can be a seagull on my violin. See, I'm using my imagination. Then I go on my violin and I mess around and I go, nope, that's not a seagull. And then maybe I do this. Nope, that's not a seagull unless the seagull's going into a window. Then I start using my imagination and listening to the seagull. The seagull's going, and so I kind of go, and then eventually I might stumble on something that sounds kind of like a seagull, like this. Yeah. Well, that's not a kitten. That's a flying kitten. That's a kitten with wings. Right? So what I try to do with your children, is to get them to use their imagination and explore tone color music. Because I'm sure you as parents do not want to hear your children for 50 years going. I'm sure every once in a while you might want to hear something different, right, parents? Right. So what we have to do is we have to stir their imagination and give them some different sounds and different things to listen to. And also it requires that other thing called technique. In other words, if I want to do the seagull, it's kind of hard to do the seagull with this technique. Ow, besides that hurt my head. Right? So this is hard to do. So what it does is it also frees the violin up. Some of these things require that you're able to move around on the violin, or that you move your bow faster or slower and all that kind of thing. So actually by practicing these animal sounds, perhaps it'll develop the ear, it'll develop the technique, and then they can explore and have more fun with music. For instance, sometimes I put animal sounds or sounds into my music, like Twinkle Twinkle Birdie Star. That might be fun. Yeah, what? I might go like this. I'm bored, Mommy. I don't want to play my violin. Push. Well, maybe Mommy can go, well, can you do Twinkle Twinkle Birdie Star? And you go, let me think. And then you go, now I know, I'll put the birdie at the end of the sentence. And then you'll kind of go, and then maybe you can even imitate things in life that are kind of fun, like Twinkle Twinkle Burp Star. And that will go like this. I think I need to burp. Parents, technically what I just did is I played a note that was not in the key, so I was playing a chromatic harmony. I switched my string crossing quickly from A string to G string, so I was practicing the string crossing, and I increased my bow speed. Therefore, I was practicing the string crossing, accidentals, and bow speed. Yes, I didn't say. Now, when you go to the G string, you need to move your bow over at 4.7 miles an hour for 30 seconds. Once you get there, you increase your bow speed by 37.5%, put down the finger on the accidental, which lowers the thing by a semitone, and then you move the bow faster. And that sounds like a burp, doesn't it? No! Right, the idea is if you stir the imagination, then the technique will follow. In technique, in music, we have to figure out what we want first. We have to know what we want in our brain. Then once we know what we want, then we experiment and figure out what we want to do, right? I don't think there's anything such as a mistake on the violin. I'm sorry. In music, 1 plus 1 equals X. I can play Twinkle Twinkle Mad Star like this. Was that wrong? Or I can play Twinkle Twinkle Sad Star. I broke my toe. Is Twinkle Twinkle Happy Star any more valid than Twinkle Twinkle Big Star? I think what we want in music is we want our children to explore the violin. So I'm going to ask the parents to say one thing along with me. We don't study the violin, we explore the violin. So everybody say, explore the violin. Explore the violin. Right. We're going to boldly go where no violin has gone before. Oh, obviously you don't know Star Trek. Never mind.